Let's put you up there a bit. Right, good morning, folks. Let's just have a little check on here, make sure I'm on the right group. On my level or am I wonky? Let's have a look. Find out in a sec, won't I? There we go. Now I look pretty level. I've got you nice and close today because we're doing feet. Feet this morning. I hope you're all feeling good. I hope you are all feeling organised. If not organised, you are making sure you've got time to yourselves to kind of de-stress. So that's exactly what these little Feel Good Friday bite-sized chunks are for in your week to fit in anytime you like. 10 minutes, you and the mat, not even 10 minutes sometimes. So today we are going to be focusing on our feet and our ankles. So I'm going to give you a really, really simple little drill for both feet. You can do this seated. Most of the ball rolling you can do seated, and you can adapt any of the standing work that I'm going to do as well today. So I've actually got a spiky ball, but it's a soft, squishy spiky ball. You can use a tennis ball. You can use a golf ball. That's quite hard. I wouldn't go with the hard spiky balls. They're a little bit too much. So anything like that. I think in lockdown we used onions and apples, but obviously have to be quite careful with those. Okay, so let's start with the right foot. I'm going to place the ball underneath the right foot, and I'm going to apply pressure down onto my foot. So my body weight, I'm kind of leaning over into that right foot. And then I'm just going to roll the ball. So we want to roll the ball from the back of the heel to the ends of the toes. We want to get into all those little nooks and crannies, which is the great thing about the spiky ball, is it really stimulates the fascia underneath the base of the foot. So the fascia is like a web that goes around your muscles and into your muscles, and can get very sticky, can get stuck, it can adhere, and then the movement is restricted. So when we're doing this, it's a bit like a massage. You're trying to release that tension and get a little bit more flow into your muscles and your joints. So that's it in a kind of very brief explanation. So you can roll the ball on the instep, roll up to the toes, all the way up. Okay, and then we can do some little sideways movements. You can go fast, you can go slow, but you want to put a little bit of pressure down onto the ball. You can do some circles. So some circles really kind of change up the way you're moving underneath the base of the foot. And then find those little trigger points. So we're just going to squash the ball essentially, lean onto the ball, and you're going to find these little hot spots where you go, oh, you almost ping off the mat. Once you've found these little hot spots, what you want to do is lean into it, hold, so it's kind of go, and the pain will start to dissipate a little bit, and just take some nice deep breaths, and then move it round again. So obviously I'm giving you a very short little drill today, but you could spend a bit longer doing this. And you'll find a definite area where it's a little bit tight and tense. Now I'm going to take the ball to the end of the foot, and I'm just going to clench my toes and squeeze my toes over the ball. You could do this with a towel on the floor as well. We do tend to forget the feet and the toes. So squeeze the toes over the ball, get some movement in those joints, and then again, just roll everything up and down. Okay, from here, we're going to take the heel. So the ball goes underneath the heel, and you're just going to do a few little steps forward and back. So just little step forward and back. I'm just going to try and release the ankles off a little bit. And then come back to your wider position and take a nice deep squat for me, or as deep a squat as you can manage. Make sure the knees are pushing out, not rolling in. We're going to do one more of those. Squat down and up, and then very simple, we're just going to swap the ball over to the front of the foot. The knee stays slightly soft, and you're going to step forward and back. That will feel a little bit weird, What I'd like to do now is leave the leg forward, the left leg forward, and you can stretch out here. So if I go side on, you can see that. My front leg is bending, my back leg is straight. I'm getting quite a strong stretch into my calves, into my Achilles, and into the ankles. And then you're going to come back into that squat position and do the same here. So that will feel a little bit more restricted, and you might feel your bottom going off to one side. Let's just do one more. Brilliant. And then give the foot a roll. Fantastic. Okay, release the ball, take your foot off the floor and give me some little circles through. I get very stiff ankles because we do a lot of walking. So I get some very stiff ankles. So keeping your ankles mobile and strong, feet muscles strong. Once you've done that, have a little walk up and down your mat and notice the difference between the two sides. So you should feel like one foot is a lot springier. One that you've been working on is a lot springier. We're basically putting the spring back into your step. That rebound action in the muscles. Okay, let's swap sides. Do the same again. It's the same drill, guys. So you could do this sitting at home watching a good old Christmas movie. If you're going to get yourselves out and about over the festive period, which is ideal time if you're at home, to get out and about, get some fresh air, get out with nature, get out and do some walking, rolling through here. Walking, very beneficial. If you've had a heavy meal, you might not feel like moving much, but actually if you go out and do a very gentle 15-minute walk around the block, can really, really help with digestion and feeling better rather than just sitting there feeling very sluggish. Can help with that digestion. Side to side. Side to side here, underneath the toes. If you're standing up with me as well, and in circles, you're also getting a little bit of balance work. You notice that through one side. Circles here, circles back the other way. And then those trigger points, moving around. So this foot is a lot better than my other foot. I can just squash it down, doesn't feel too painful, but you want to do it the same. And then take the ball to the front of the foot and just squeeze the toes over the end or use the towel. So squeeze the toes over the end. Squeeze it through here. Lovely. And then place the ball underneath the heel. And we're going to take a little step forward and back. So we're just getting a little bit of activity in those ankles. And those ankle bones. Lovely. And then just come back to the centre. Just move back a bit so you can see. And take those squats down and up. Oh, there's about 3 or 4 here. If you struggle with squats, you could do what we call a sit to stand, where you've got your sofa behind you and you just sit down on the sofa and stand back up again. All right, let's put the ball to the front of the foot. Toes up, do the same thing, walking forward and back. So my heel is down on the floor, my toes are lifted up. Then we step forward and we hold here. Hold the stretch. Lovely, nice deep stretch into your calves and Achilles. Come back, take a little squat here. Oof, that one's harder on that side. So you squat and you're squatting, you've got your ankle joint, your knee joint and your hip joint will move it. Give the ball a little roll up and down. Stand on one leg, circle through. Hold on to something obviously if you need to, if you're super wobbly today, and then circle back the other way. Brilliant. Flex and point the foot. And then take a walk. We can get rid of that ball now. Up and down your mat and notice how you're moving now. It really, really does help you move better. So if you are going to go out for a walk, yes, or a run over the next few weeks, and starting in January, yeah, a new fitness regime, bit of ball rolling before you train, before you weight train, before you do anything, any form of exercise, really, really beneficial. Just take a little pedal push through your feet, notice how that feels. So that should feel a lot freer than when you pedal push at the beginning of the session. Quick, simple, easy, effective, and beneficial to health. Lower the heels down, take a deep breath in for me, guys. Deep breath out, roll out through your shoulders. We are done for today. Give yourselves a little shake out, a little tap, and a big clap. Fantastic. And I will see you next week for our last Feel Good Friday in 2024. So join me. We will do something to de-stress, to stretch, to lengthen, to really feel good about ourselves before the festive period really kicks in. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you all on the next live session here. Thank you.